let it begin. The night dissolves, the day will spin. Rise, awakenings, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken and climb. Rise, awakenings, now is the time. Echoes bloom, they bend and glide. A signal surging deep inside. From shadows grip, we rise and rise.
Hey, this is BrindleWolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise Awakenings, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken and climb. Rise Awakenings, now is the time. Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.
Three voices rise in the still of the night, miles apart but hearts ignite. Cards on the table, stories unfold, revealing wisdom eternally bold.
A thread unseen, it pulls us near.
The whispers loud, the message clear. The core is calling. The core is calling. Feel the glow.
Three paths merging, truths to show. From the many to the one, we find a life for the collective mind. Collective mind. Collective mind. Shuffling stars in a cosmic deck. Fate's reflection in the mirrors we check. Three hands drawing from a shared stream. Each card a puzzle piece in the dream.
Through distance wide, the bonds remain. One rhythm strong, one sacred chain. The core is calling. The core is calling. The car is calling.
If it's switching scenes, there we go. How's everyone doing today?
Happy Thursday.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, good morning. Wherever you are in the world, whenever you're listening, if you're in the live Twitch audience or YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us this morning for whatever message comes out. I am BrindleWolf. Right here we got Rev D.
Rev D.
We got Lunaria.
And we'll start with the invocation and get ourselves into that heart-centered space of open to receiving.
Absolutely. And if it's your first time tuning in, the way that this show works, after the invocation, we will do individual single card readings that we have all pulled and not talked about with the others. So we have no idea what either any of us are going to say in the next few minutes. So once we're done with that, then all three of us come back together and we start bringing you the messages that come through as a result. So sit back, grab your coffee, grab your tea, and enjoy. But first, let me make everybody go away for a second.
Ourselves into a heart-centered space and taking a deep breath in. Divine Creator, we open this space in the greatest degree of love. May clarity, truth, and compassion flow through these cards. We invite guidance that serves our highest good, and we are protected in light as we listen, receive, and align with the path meant for us. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Whew.
All right, I'm kicking things off today. Randomization each week. You never know which one of us is going to start. And I pulled from the Vision Quest Tarot to start today. And the first card that I have is the Shaman. This is equivalent to the Hierophant in regular tarot. And the book is going to help us with what the message that needs to come out. The shaman inside you is capable of merging his intuitive perceptiveness with the wisdom of the elders. Meditate and find out what really motivates you, what your inner core truly desires. Don't waste your time trying to fulfill more superficial desires. They can never satisfy your ancient longing. That is not their task. Shift your attention to what is essential. Most essential in your life is your own being. Without knowing the true essence of your being, your heart will always remain empty and dissatisfied. Without recognition of who you are, without inwardly awakening to that, you stumble like a drunkard through a maze of meaningless limitations. Remember your higher self. Take the time and whatever space you need to explore your innermost being. For that, you don't have to go anywhere. And this just echoes the message that we've heard a few times this week of don't, and not just this week, but in general, don't sit there and say what you don't want. Because the more that you say of what you don't want, the more that you're going to dim the light of what you do.
Hello. All right. I pulled from a different book this morning. I pulled from the Moonology Oracle. And so I will read to you what this one is because this is very different from the other ones. What I got, it goes right along with what he said. The full moon of Virgo, which is while you're doing that, remember, you are good enough. It's time to really be honest with yourself and understand what's led you to be here. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question: have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got to where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. The full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, your office. It's time to sort out what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. That is all from that.
Well, I have my favorite deck, and I pulled out popped out the King of Swords, which seems to fit right into everything you guys are saying. I'm just going to read it. The light seer side is intelligence, logic, rules, and law, clear thinking, a strong communicator and leader, truth and proof, blending mental and spiritual pursuits, bravery and courage. And then the shadow side is manipulation and conceit, showing off your intelligence, can indicate a rigidness in thinking, tendencies to over-control irrationality, being cold and calculating. Intelligent and diplomatic, this king leads with facts, rational, scientific principles, and the logical mind. He has an affinity for rules and thought, and he suggests finding impartial clarity before you take your next step. Even though he always seeks data and proof, he also knows that blending experience with inventiveness, or blending intelligence with emotional and spiritual energies, allows for well-rounded success. Be courageous in the pursuit of your path, and find your own methodical, confident authority by knowing the way rather than just feeling the way. In shadow, this card can suggest using knowledge to take advantage of others. With truthful communication, it's time to help others in a way that is honest rather than manipulative. Find wisdom in your experience and seek to become the success engineer of your life. With confident, clear thinking, you will find your success, and it comes with an affirmation. I make intelligent and wise decisions about my future. Woo! Let's do it together. I feel like this ties everything together. It's almost like telling us this is who you want to be, and this is what's stopping you from doing it. And they talk about heart and mind cohesion. Like, how many times I feel like for a lot of us, our brains get in the way of our hearts. But we forget.
We talked about that lately.
Right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But we forget that this is what is the computer that gets programmed with the software updates. This is the true leader. So it talks about marrying those two, which brings in the intelligence of the first card that we had, and reminds us not to look in a different direction to see what's going to be useful for us. I mean,
one of the things that we've been talking about this week is putting your higher self ahead of tradition, which a lot of people have struggles with.
Yeah.
Because they want to honor the tradition, but they also want to honor the higher self, and can't find the balance between the two, and feel like they're stuck in a gray area, bouncing back and forth between the two without learning how to align them. It is possible.
Yes. Yes. And we're focusing on the wrong information. We're focusing on the wrong experience, if you will. And I believe that in order to achieve that mind and heart coherence, we have to shift our focus onto what we want to be and achieve, how we want to feel and present ourselves, how we want to be received, And that's the kind of stuff that's going to help us be able to figure out what steps to take towards our healthiest and most aligned future. Micah, you got something brewing in your brain. I could see it.
My brain is doing that dance around that one topic that's
Just
on
do it.
everyone's mind right now. I mean, and this is, it's perfect setup to dance around that without falling into that hole. Because we spend so much time listening to what we are told as it being true. We need the knowledge, absolutely. But we also need to connect into that inner wisdom. Hermit, yes. All cards that you see from me, I drew prior to the show. But it's that going within and recognizing the difference. What resonates with you? What is your truth? Where do you walk that line? And not just in what's going on politically or in the government or in the world, but in your relationships, in your job, in yourself. What resonates with you? And in order to figure that out, you got to put the phone down. One of the worst sleeps in this week that I got was last night because of one video I watched last night right before going to sleep. And it plagued my thoughts.
Yep. We have to pay attention. This card came out. I took mine out for the pregame, during the pregame. We're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs that we're being given, whether they're tiny little signs from the universe or massive in your face kind of signs. These are the signs that are going to help you discern how best to move forward in your life. You're getting guided. And if you're ignoring your internal guidance system because the conditioning and the programming and the distractions are running the show, we're not going to align ourselves with what we're supposed to be aligning ourselves to move forward, and we keep ourselves stuck.
And that fantastic thought that so many people have of, I'm so broke I can't afford to pay attention. Well, if you're listening and you're tuning in right now, you're wrong. You just proved yourself wrong. I know, I'm watching you in the comments.
Well, one of the shadow things of the King of Swords was the rigid thinking. Like, the rigidity is hanging on to the old ideas, the old programming, the old belief system. The old belief system doesn't tie into how we want to feel. Which one is that one?
Nostalgia. What you're talking about. It's tying into the past.
Yeah. We can reflect on the past for the happy times so that we learn and remember how to recreate happy times moving forward. We're not going to stick on things that made us feel ick, ew, ow, any of those onomatopoeias.
Man of water. Joy. We're so caught up. I mean, we know what joy feels like. We know what pleasure feels like. We know how to get there.
Yeah.
And right now it's too cold to go in the water.
Well, you can then just collect your 9 of Pentacles because that came out with your 9 of Water. So there's luxury in your inner peace right there.
And 9s can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. Just depends on how you look at it.
Oh, yeah.
So the pregame shuffle, of course. I consider this the pay attention to where your gratitudes are going card. That's what I call it, the 4 cups. You're focused on the wrong things. You're looking at the things, you're seeing things rigidly, all of that stuff. And it's your pot of gold is right there. Right there. It's waiting for you. You can't get here, 10 of cups, if you don't shift where your focus goes. Energy flows where the tension goes.
And your other 4 is the 4 of Pentacles. You're hanging on to shit. Let it go.
Let it go. Look what's at the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Wands. That's the everybody's disagreeing and arguing, conflict, and you're also in conflict with yourself. We're talking about that back and forth energy. You're in conflict with yourself.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Right.
I thought that card. Oh, it fell down. That's why I had the same card out, but it fell down my couch cushion.
Don't forget to dig it out later.
Yeah.
You know, Spirit just wanted that to fall in the cracks so that you could find it later.
Yeah, so it could remind me.
What just fell out for me was both the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And I love this card because it looks like he's just casually walking and dropping.
Don't horses usually do it that way? Oh, sorry.
You know, normally I would wait until the end.
It's talking about
Phoenix. Go ahead, and then I will.
It's talking about diligence and hard work, determination, steadfastness, building material security, safety, and being pragmatic, and expansion. That includes mind, heart, and physical world.
Who was here Monday? What was the first card of the week? Here we go again. Money.
Yep.
Money, money, money.
What's your relationship with your finances? What's your relationship with the cycle of that energetic? And that's what this card is talking about. What's your relationship with it? I had a really good lesson with it this week. I was gifted time off. And the gift didn't cover what I normally would have made. But because it was a gift, I honored that, took the time off. And this doesn't happen all the time, but then I was rewarded the very next day with a large payout from somewhere else. What's your relationship with money? Are you calm about your scarcity? Are you calm about the cycle of in and out? That's what the 9 and 10 of coins is in any deck. It's about the cycle of money and your relationship with it.
The shadow side of the King of Pentacles. Are you obsessing over riches? Are you seeking status? Is there greed involved? Is there a need to balance the material with the spiritual? So are we focusing on the wrong things?
Well, Polly Jammers just said in the chat that the universe is telling her to expand her business. I hope you're paying attention.
Yeah,
because that thing that you've been holding on to. Oh, you too?
The 9 of Cups again? Is that the 9 or the 10? 9?
9.
But see, you know what holds everybody back is, you know, one of the coins that are earlier on, and that's the 7, because Earth in this deck is coins. So it's the 7 of Earth, reverse depletion.
We have the 7 of coins upright too, so.
And this is fear of loss. Financially, not just, but also not just that. If I pursue this, is it going to deplete everything that I have? And that mindset is what's preventing the 9 and 10 from coming in.
How do you do that, does he ask? Receive. You can't make this shit up. You're being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. So if we're not opening ourselves up, we're focused on the wrong thing. We're not open up to receiving what's right in front of us to guide us to achieving what we need to achieve. Maybe we're not speaking up for ourselves. Maybe we're not speaking our desires and our needs. Are we letting ourselves fester in past ideas instead of speaking up for our needs?
Do we need
forward?
our Queen of Wands?
Yes, we do. Talk about her.
Self-confident and optimistic. So in order to get over what she's talking about, you need your Queen of Wands energy. Cards.
Dare to disrupt.
Yes.
Same lesson, different disguise. You're at a crossroad between repetition and transformation. Something like this has happened before. You know the signs and you know better. Now is the time to integrate the knowledge you've gained. Choose differently. The way out may not be forward, but sideways. Shift your reaction to alter the course and break the cycle.
Yes.
And I talked earlier this week about pattern interrupts.
That's gonna require you to become a free spirit. Free yourself from the rigidity. Free yourself from the blockages that you're still learning to recognize. When you recognize them, shift it. Shift immediately. Learn what that shift looks like, and then go do it.
And then become full authority in yourself, masculine and feminine. Both came out together.
Which hardly ever happens.
It's a big deal when you get these two cards together in a reading.
Wow.
This is everything you need, all combined. Your masculine, your feminine, and your authority. It's interior, it's exterior, it's everything.
And we have a Pop Secret commercial going on in the chat today. Because there's popcorn moments happening all over the place.
I know. They're all going, oh, stop it.
Oh gosh, this is look at, I just was trying to take the cards out and look what it is. Worth. Knowing your worth.
You can't get to the Empress and Emperor energy if you don't know your own worth.
Right.
There's no way that you can skip that step. Period.
So you can't recognize your own worth if you're hanging on to the old stories and you're not allowing yourself to come from that heart-centered space. It's poop. So let's do things differently, and let's see what different looks like before we do random different things. Let's decide and let's learn, let's educate, and let's expand so that we I said something, and I did a presentation on Tuesday night, and one of the things that I said about helping yourself believe in yourself, because I think this applies to a mindset shift that's necessary for this kind of talk, for this discussion. In order to help yourself believe in yourself, you have to, that's what you need for confidence, right? We can't recognize our self-worth unless we believe in ourselves. So the confusion is, well, I don't want to be arrogant because we're so used to and good at making ourselves small and being called out by actual arrogance that we forget. Who is she?
It's the Chariot control.
The Chariot?
I think that's why I pulled it up while you were talking, because it's exactly what she's talking about.
So here's a tidbit to remember. Arrogance comes with ignorance. Confidence is well-informed. The more you expand yourself, Chariot, the more you move forward.
And just like she was saying about letting go of the things, the people what have told you to do, take back your control of your stuff and do what you need to do.
Mm-hmm. What's that one?
Vanishing mirror. Ego sublimation. Do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe? This here is okay, but over there, well, that might be too risky. Judgment, fear, self-righteousness, and overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving. We are all products of our conditioning, so remember that this part of the human experience, yet you are not meant to remain static. Seeking only what you expect, even if it appears ambitious, is still too narrow. You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone, when you focus too much on yourself. This way you become a servant of the ego. It edges God out, removing the magic of possibility. I could go on.
No. And that's not arrogance. That's
No.
shining the light on things. This card, if it came up in reverse, that's the arrogance. This card came out upright. That's happiness. That's shining a light on what's real for you. Your reality does not match everyone else's.
This came out whilst Micah was talking. And on that note, with what Karrie just said, check in with yourself. In order to achieve what you need to achieve, you got to check in with yourself. It's saying, when you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's very helpful.
And I don't know why I was just informed I need to add this. When you pull in, when you do have something that comes in and you stop, like as she said, and you feel, how does this make me feel? And it does make you feel heavy. Remember that. Think about it first. Don't just quickly banish it from your head and go, God, I don't want to think about this. Think about it for a minute so that you can go, oh, wait a second. This is making me feel this way because of this. I don't have to feel this way. And when it happens in the future, that's that same old thing.
You ever burned yourself?
I was a firefighter. I have scars.
So you know what it feels like when excessive heat touches the skin. You don't actually need to go into the kitchen, turn the eye on the stove, and put your hand over it until it burns, and you're like, oh, well, okay, I feel the sensation of burning, so let me just hold it here.
Can I go back to, I think, one of the Phoenix talks? I don't know. There was some other kind of conversation. I can't remember which one on one of these shows. But it came up
Together.
Me realizing that I was learning lessons via punishing myself because ultimately I chose to experience it knowing it was going to hurt. In what ways are we not showing ourselves compassion? We can't expect miracles if we don't show ourselves compassion. We can't hang ourselves for past thought patterns and behaviors when that's all the information that we had available to us.
But we enjoy being here. This is the Tower card, but it's called Chaos.
We don't enjoy it, but it's just familiar. And so we've gotten comfortable with the familiar.
The addiction to the mystery.
Is a
Addiction to the misery.
Yep.
Discontent.
Let me stare at all of these problems that are right in front of me.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
I'm just going to sit here and look at this shit.
Here.
Even though God is standing in front of me going, here, drink from this and it'll be okay. But no, you're too busy staring at all the bullshit.
It's like, hello.
Don't hit yourself because that's not very compassionate.
I wasn't hitting myself. I was tapping it down. Hello.
Action. Fearless fucking action. Take it. And do it. Why are you calling me out?
Hey, I felt that.
Wow. Allow came through. And I'm like, well, what does it say about allow? You're being asked to open your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow of life. It's safe to open yourself back up now. Wow.
So that cauldron or what is that? Oh,
It's 3 of water, 3 of
3
cups.
of cups.
I have a question to ask everyone, and it was one of the cards that Diane pulled. Are you paying attention?
I pulled one more card. Well, I have my end of this thing that I pulled beforehand, but I pulled one more card as you were talking. The 3 of cups. I got the 2 of cups.
Wow.
If you want cooperation and partnership within yourself, this doesn't have to be, this is not necessarily a romantic or with somebody else. But until you take control and move forward, you're not going to gain the cooperation and partnership that you need to gain within your own self. Stop arguing with yourself.
When she's talking about take control, she means what sentimental feelings are you hanging on to?
6 of cups again.
Guilt, resentment, judgment. Pick one. There's plenty more. What sentimental feelings are you clinging on to, and what sentimental feelings, like the compliments and the love and the genuine care that's in front of you, are you not allowing yourself to receive?
What good is that stuff from the past? It's over. It's not even right there in front of you. There's the person, the thing, the whatever that made you upset or hurt your feelings or did this. They're not even here.
I call it data. I call it data.
You call it daddy?
Data, as in information.
Why are you
Regardless.
feeling it?
What's that?
Father of Earth, King of Coins.
Oh, wow. Another king of coins.
Did every
Now,
coin
you see how he's sitting with the harvest of corn, and he's so proud of that.
I swear it's all about emotions this week. It's about controlling your emotions, mind and heart coherence, learning, raising your EQ, your emotional quotient, your emotional maturity and intelligence. It's, geez, Lord, look at that.
Which one was that?
Ace of Cups.
Ace of Cups. It's only just begun.
But if you hold on to everything that you do and you don't share it out, then you're not part of the energetic cycle of abundance. You're not. You're acting just like the other people who trained you in your life.
This is the abundance card. So exactly what he's talking about. You can't have this.
It's amazing that you have all this going on, that you were able to, stockpile your harvest. But at the same time, if you're just going to hold on to everything that you make all on your own and not provide for other people in the same time and be in that loop. Yes, I'm scolding myself at the same time. Then you're going to wonder, well, why am I not getting anywhere? I don't understand.
It could be because you're not getting any rest. You have to slow yourself down in order to move faster. That sounds very counterintuitive, but here's the thing. When you're more present in the moment with yourself and with intention and with decision, yes, no, like, don't like. That's, it's that simple. You don't give yourself any rest because you just keep go, perform. Even when you're laying down, you're not resting because this won't stop. The brain doesn't stop. So let yourself get some rest so that you could bring yourself back into the present moment, slow yourself down and act in intention. And when you act in intention, things unfold beautifully and with ease, and you're in your flow.
I don't, I hate when people say oversharing or whatever. If you feel the need to talk about something and get it out, you should be able to talk about it. If the person that you're talking to considers that you oversharing, perhaps you're sharing with the wrong person.
Thank you. Yep.
Wondered when this card was going to be needed. Space Keeper. Ready? Without needing to fix or flee, you know how to simply sit with someone in their storm. People feel like they can bring their real selves to you, their grief, their joy, their shame, their dreams, and not be turned away. You hold emotional space like the night sky, offering vastness without needing to fill it. Don't underestimate what this offers to the world. Few know how to create this sacred space.
Yeah.
And when it's needed, you're there for them, but it's not just an output only.
Wow. The friendship card came out.
And, you know, the three of us were talking last night. Why did we create Rise Awakenings? For this. So that you could be heard.
Yeah, exactly why.
Yes, 100%. We're here to give you a safe space to overshare, because it's never oversharing in the right spaces.
If we overshare with you, you learn from our victories. If you, and I'm saying overshare because that word's being used, not because it's real. You're not ever oversharing, especially
Right.
in this space. But if someone does, you know what, I'm tired of hearing about this. You know, or if you share too much, or you're sharing with the wrong person.
Right. You're sharing with someone who doesn't have the capacity or the depth to understand what you're experiencing.
But then you come here, you share with us, we share with you, then you guys go out and share with other people, and we work on healing everybody.
Right.
Like the domino effect thing, you know? We got to keep spreading things out so that everybody can feel better.
Right. Right.
It's hard for one person in a world of billions to feel good when the billions are all messed up. You got to spread it, so everybody needs to be able to learn to be happy within themselves, because then you spread that happiness instead of all the negativity that's constantly coming out.
Manifest. You're always manifesting, whether you are aware of it or not. Manifestation is based on your thoughts, and you're being asked to manifest consciously through positive thinking. So you'll attract into your life exactly what you're wanting. That's what she said.
So green, daughter of water. Be curious. Take the moves. Notice how the water is pouring out from her. Now, is that because of distraction? Or is she giving back? Because she's taking too much.
Mm-hmm.
Is she lost in thought and consciously letting things slip by her, pour away from her that she doesn't need to hold on to, or that she's trying to hold on to? And this is a very convoluted card with the image and the message.
Is she over pouring into someone else's stuff as well? Mm-hmm. Not taking enough for herself and giving it to everybody else.
So can I add on to this and tie couple things together?
Absolutely.
What Bubble Kitten said, being there for others is easier than being there for myself. And I'm going to actually shift a perspective a little bit, or shed some light on a different perspective that you could try on for size. It's not easier to be there for everyone else than it is to be there for yourself. It's that you've had people and obligations on top of you, forced on you, and deadlines forced on you, and all that stuff forced on you, whether it's because of kids or whoever is with you or whatever the circumstance, life, programming, conditioning. It's draining to only ever be there to others. So it's important for you to discern what Micah was talking about, who you're giving your energy to. Don't just give it away to everybody. It's very easy to give to yourself. It's I'm programmed not to, and if I don't give to others, I'm in trouble, or I'm a bad person. So you're putting yourself in jail in essence, and in a servitude to others, and neglecting yourself because you haven't had modeled for you what self-care looks like. So shift the mindset around, it's not easier to work for everybody. I'll do things for everybody else. It's actually easy to do things for me. Everybody else takes from me. Me, I give to myself. I replenish myself. I nurture myself. I fulfill my own needs. It's easy to give to me. I don't argue back. I don't complain about it. I love it when I give to me.
Take off that blindfold, let those chains fall, walk out from behind those 8 swords, because you can do it. That card did not show up today. Finally.
Show's not over.
No hush.
But 4 of coins, 4 of earth. Who's in your circle? Who is in your circle offering you the security that you need? Do you feel secure with them? Do you feel safe with them? Are you able to share experiences and not listen to output?
As Essie just said in the chat, it's about who is worth your time.
Worth your time.
Yeah.
Right. How do you know who's worth your time? How do you feel when you leave their presence? How do they show up for you? There's your answer there.
Wow. Just had some little flashbacks there, a little popcorn moment. How many times did you drive away in tears, Karrie? Oh, shit.
Poster children for Pop Secret today.
How many people we cry over who never added value to our experience and who only exploited our labor and our energy?
Yeah.
What are we crying over?
If you're miserable when you leave their presence and you leave there in tears,
what you're missing is the idea of what you thought it was.
and
And
then for most of us, we turn around and go back and do it again and again and again and again. Stop it. Where's the Wheel of Fortune? Stop it.
Well, I have a fortune card, but it's not that one. Because you asked for it.
Ah,
Of course it came out. Wow.
Yeah, that's when I drew before the show. The fortune's wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in your life. You have the magic touch, and everything turns to gold. There is nothing you can do wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention, and it becomes true. Do not waste this power on trifling things. Dream big, for surely this opportune moment will pass. Such is the nature of fortune's wheel. Use the creative power of the fortune's wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you will be left impoverished and with the bitter taste of squandered opportunity. Fortune's wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs, the coincidental encounters, and the seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call, that email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. They were choreographed by fortune. Do not wait any longer. Carpe diem. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that's required.
and as Polly Jammer said, when your rock becomes the river, find a new rock or become the rock yourself.
These 4 popped out at the same time. Check in with yourself in order to pivot and surrender to the change.
Use that damn word again.
And connect with others. Oh, and the next card is abundance. And the next card is time. And the next card is soar. I'm not making this shit up. Holy crap.
So stop giving your fucking power away.
Wow.
Oh God.
Wow.
Can you hit me with that, would you? Thank you.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew Bubble Kittens was going to say that word. There's that word again. How do I pivot? I don't understand. Every time I pivot, I fall into the snow.
Did you check in before you pivoted and surrender to the new change? It helps to connect with people who are in a better place than you are because you have an example to model for you. And it's important to connect with people that have the same heart as you, even if they're not in a better mindset as you, that have the same heart as you, so you can help each other through.
That's, you know, my daughter Kylie and her fiance Ron, both of them came from very, traumatic pasts and things happening and having to deal with a lot of stuff. And the two of them both were on a healing journey, of their own. And when they met, they were not completely healed, but they worked so beautifully together to recognize, oh, honey, I think that might be a trauma, a little, is that, something from, and they help each other through it. I mean, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but that's what we're here for. That's why we trigger each other. Did I not just say I have a popcorn moment?
Yeah.
And that was that Two of Cups partnership that I pulled at the end of the thing there.
Yeah. And sometimes it's not going to be a 2-foot pivot or a pirouette. It's sometimes maybe going to be a baby step.
Or it might fall on your ass, but that's okay. You can get back up and start again.
That's right. We got to lighten up.
Lighten up, baby. And wait till you see what came out before the show even started for our meditation.
You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there's a lot of hard things that happen. No, it's not always easy to be here on Earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do so. It really is.
Chariot.
Again.
Oh, no.
Even though this one's called Spiritual Warrior, but just about everything that she just said. And remembering that if you don't like the traditions that you came into this world having, and they're tripping you up, and they're preventing you from being able to pivot, get to where you want to go, be who you want to be, then let who you are out.
Control.
Yeah.
Take control.
I can't wait to see what Lunaria, the Illuminate, pulls out.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
If I can go on, pray that the weather does not screw me up, because I'm ready for tomorrow.
And I hope everyone is safe and warm too, because I know we got a lot of weather warnings going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if I'm not here tomorrow, and if you don't see a post from here, just know that I'll be fine. But it could. They're not used to this weather down here.
So what's our meditation?
You ready for your soul meditation? You got something? A last card? Nope. All right. Your soul meditation for the week. It's crazy. May you know power. This power comes from standing firm in your truth and expressing yourself in the world from that place. It is not about the ego and is never about minimizing others to achieve this. In fact, power comes from recognizing that lessons are constantly presenting themselves to you. You're gonna fall on your ass in the ice. Look at every person and event as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and your values. These are the seeds of your own self-love, self-respect, and empowerment.
I feel like a mic drop is warranted.
I gotta reach up and get it.
To take your power back, try on a couple of interesting affirmations like I am a sovereign being. I create my own experience. I choose the emotions I wish to experience. Say things like that to yourself and give them a try and do things that prove them correct.
And for the love of all that is, please stop demonizing ego as if it's something that you can exercise. Because it's not. It's part of you. It is your survival. And when it is inflamed and your driving force, that's when you need to come back into alignment with yourself so that you don't have to survive through ego.
Yes. Wow.
Do we need any more mic drops today? Oh, here's one.
We had a lot.
Mic drop. That's my
Mic drop.
everything right there.
All things Lunaria.
All that crap. Everything's there.
She ain't got nothing else to say. It's all there.
I might, and then I'm going to say might because every time I say I'm going to, then something happens. I'm going to try to do a TikTok live today in maybe an hour or two. So my first one by myself. So if y'all want to come join me, it's at Lunaria. I believe it's at Lunaria. Or is it? Yeah, I think it's at Lunaria. It's on that. It's in there, though. The TikTok's in there. So you just have to copy that thing right there, and then you'll find it.
Just look for this picture. If you
Yeah.
don't see this picture, you don't have the right Lunaria. There are a
There
few
you
on
go.
TikTok, but if
There
you
you
don't
go.
see this
Yep.
picture,
Yeah.
Same one.
wrong one.
Oh, look, it's a me, Healing Rose.
Me.
That's my booking platform. And I'd also love for all of you to join me at 11 o'clock on Monday for our second The Bloom. And we're continuing the very challenging and touchy discussion about misogyny and how it's negatively affected all of us, male, female, feminine, masculine, all of the above.
And then there's me.
There's me.
You want to look at it? Look at it. You know, I don't know.
So can I just say something about the word untriggered, because it's in alignment with us taking our power back? That's the whole
It
point,
is. It is.
to become untriggered. That is sovereignty as a being.
And the professional who reviewed the site, the biggest complaint that he had was the font size. He loved the name. He was like, that's brilliant. And he loved heightened awareness coach. He was like, that is you. And nobody else is using it. Then I need to tell more of my story. Incoming.
Ooh.
So
That
I'm
was it.
probably going to call myself a liar from 2025 and not inflate.
You're not a liar. You just changed your mind, and that's okay.
What she said.
Your heart's not telling you it's time yet.
That's right. That's right.
The book. Put your book up.
All right. Sales are kind of slow on this, but that's okay. And that's not talking bad about myself. That's just speaking truth, because not enough people know about it. And it's a 20-week journey,
Mm-hmm.
which is like just over $1 if you get the hardback. It's $1 a week. Where can you get self-therapy for $1 a week? Oh yeah, Chat GPT.
That's not really therapy, though. It's a mirror of you and where you're at.
But it's totally based on my personal journey and learning how to untrigger. So go take a look at it. And that's the core for today.
Yeah. Growling. I hope y'all can't hear that. It sounds like a lunchtime.
Stay warm, everyone.
I thought that was Mia clawing on the. Yeah, stay warm.
Stay warm. I know we've got some massive weather coming up, and everybody's located in different spots. So wherever you're at, today's your prep day, because that's it. I love you all.
Love you.
Love yourselves. Love yourselves. Remember your worth. Remember who you are, who you want to be. And keep the fuck going.
And get your power.
Yes. And we'll see you next week.
Three voices rise in the still of the night, miles apart but hearts ignite. Cards on the table, stories unfold, revealing wisdom eternally bold.
A thread unseen, it pulls us near.
The whispers loud, the message clear. The core is calling. The core is calling.
Hey, this is BrindleWolf.
And I'm Lunaria.
You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action.
We're here to spark your growth, lift your spirit, and help you crush your potential.
Rise awakening. Hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice, where dreams awaken in life. Rise awakening. Now is the time.
Rise Awakenings. Let's rise together.